Welcome to the Sunday morning simulcast with RomWills. Don't be your own biggest enemy. Don't be your own biggest enemy. I'm gonna tell you what, going through life, you got more than enough people who are going to try to stop you from doing something. In fact, on my sovereign men videos that I have on my main channel, on yesterday, I talked about that. There's going to be plenty of people going to try to stop you from doing whatever. But the main person that you have to really deal with is the person in the mirror. Because one of the things that I have found that have stopped people from doing something is not the days. It's not the days, whether that day is some big metaphysical day or economic or political day, or the days that might be in your house. It's the person in the mirror. I wish I had the proverbial dime every time I run into somebody and they had some ideas like, oh, I can't do that, or it's not whatever. In fact, you could be one of those people, you could see what their talent is. You can see it better than them, and you try saying, well, why don't you do this? Why don't you do that? You're very good at this. And they don't believe it. And I'm going to tell you what, that's kind of like, I can't, well, personally, I can't relate to that. I can't really relate to that. Because even when I've had doubts, and I've had some doubts about stuff, I would still keep going. Because one, you know what, I wanted that sovereignty. I wanted that money. I would keep going anyway. I would just do stuff. And I've had some doubts. Now, if I've had some doubts and I generally believed in myself, I know plenty of other people do. I'm going to tell you what, no matter what it is, no matter where you want to go, you have to believe in yourself. You can't stop yourself because I'm going to tell you what, the outside world can't stop you the way you can. Because they don't know. They think about it like this. They don't know what you're trying to do, but you know what you're trying to do. Indeed, many people have some ideas and they don't share that with people. But you know what you're trying to do. You know where you're trying to go. So wait a minute, hold up. You're stopping yourself. That person in the mirror is stopping themselves. You're not, okay, like say, hypothetically, you can make cherry pies real well. How people know that? Maybe you might do it for yourself, but how do you the one stopping yourself from like sharing that with people, doing something for others? In fact, I'm gonna buy a product from a dear friend of mine, and she said, I never forget what she said. She said she was making that for just her and her family. But then she decided to start selling to other people, so I'm gonna get the product. And she might have had that talent all along. And I don't know how the product's gonna be yet, but you know what? I'm supporting a friend. She might have a major company or something doing this. But she was the only one who knew she could make that. And like whether you can make some type of product, you have some type of skill, some service, and it could be whatever. On my money channel, I'm always talking about that. You know what you can do. But see, nobody else can stop you. They can try, they can tell you. And you might listen to them, but ultimately it's the person in the mirror. You look in the mirror and say, you know what, I'm going to do this anyway. But many people will go to their transition. Many people will go to their transition. I believe it was a motivational speaker, Les Brown. I'm not sure. I was told it was Les Brown who said, you have so many ideas in the cemetery. You don't want yours to be one of them. When you are on this planet to do something, however you worship God, you were blessed with some type of talent. You have to use that talent, but you have to get past your own stuff. Yeah, there's going to be plenty of people out there who's not going to believe it. You forget them. The most important person you have to believe in is yourself. One of the things I say on my main channel when I'm talking about relationships, when I'm talking to men, I tell them, I say, your main relationship is with yourself. You have to look in the mirror and believe in yourself. You can't stop yourself, because once you believe in yourself, nobody can stop you. Even if they consciously try to stop you from doing the things that you want to do, they can't stop you. But you can stop yourself. You don't want to be your biggest enemy. You don't want to believe it. You can make that cherry pie or whatever, or maybe do that massage, or maybe clean those carpets, whatever. And especially in this day and age, people are getting laid off like crazy. People are losing jobs like crazy. I'm gonna tell you what, my mother, I never forget when my mother said, may she rest in peace. And I remember having a conversation with her. And this was back during the Great Recession. And I said, you know what, all these people losing jobs. And my mother, being a straight shooter that she was, I'd never forget what she said. She said, create new jobs. And she said that casually. She was one of those people. You'll be like, la, 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 and she'll just say like 2 or 3 words, and you'll be like, damn. Hey, look, believe in yourself. Believe in yourself. And yeah, you're going to have doubts. Yeah, you might have listened to the days. You might have listened to somebody. You might even seen somebody in the same business you want to get in, and you saw how they failed or something. Look, I'm going to tell you what. When you see how other people maybe failed in the same thing, you don't look at that they failed. You learn the lesson. Why did they fail? If you're going to look at them. Because that don't mean you're going to fail. You might have a very good cherry pie. You don't know. You figure it out. How come they not in the position that they needed to be in? You figure that out. You figure that out. You figure out what you need to do. And then, you know what, on your path, because I always say success ain't a straight line, you might fail too. You might fall into that hole. You might run into that brick wall. But you know what you do? You learn from it. You keep going, because this is what you were blessed to do. This is inside of you. You keep going no matter what. No matter what. You don't stop yourself. You don't stop yourself. You don't jump in that hole yourself. You don't purposely run into that brick wall yourself. You do everything you can to be in that straight line. And yeah, there's going to be some obstacles. Let the outside world try to be an obstacle. And I've talked several times before on how to get around them. But don't stop yourself. You still got to take that first step, no matter what. No matter what, you have to take that first step. Because there are many people out there, they're not even taking that first step. They're stopping themselves. It's not the days, it's them. They not even like I said, they not falling into that hole because they not even taking a step to even get near that hole. I've met several people who had some talent, they had something going on, something I could easily see, and they just sitting around like, oh, I can't do that, I can't do that. Or what if this happened? You don't know until you do it. Take that first step. Don't be your enemy. Let others, let the outside world try to stop you. But even then, you learn how to get past it. You don't let anything slow you down, all right? And I want y'all to really think about that. I want you to really think about that. Every single one of you, there are no exceptions, has some talent at something. You don't be the person, don't let the person in the mirror stop you from doing whatever you're going to do, all right? I want y'all to remember that. So that's all I have for today. Keep rising to become the best person that you can be. Peace and blessings.